Grand Rising, happy Friday. I pray everybody's having a positive, productive day so far today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that today. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. That being said, I'm here with the daily devotion for Sarah Young's Jesus Calling for November 1st, 2024. Happy November. I want to send everybody loving, healing energy, people that are still recovering from the storms, anybody dealing with displacement, homelessness, loss of a loved one, addiction, depression, anxiety, procrastination, health issues, whatever you're dealing with today, just know that I'm sending you loving, healing energy. Please know that you're not alone. All right, here we go. Do not be discouraged by the difficulty of keeping your focus on me. I know that your heart's desire is to be aware of my presence continually. This is a lofty goal. You aim toward it, but never fully achieve it in this life. Don't let feelings of failure weigh you down. Instead, try to see yourself as I see you. First of all, I am delighted by your deep desire to walk closely with me through your life. I am pleased each time you initiate communication with me. In addition, I notice the progress you have made since you first resolved to life in my presence. There's a gnat right here. I don't know why, but I do know why, but nonetheless, they get on my nerves. When you realize that your mind has wandered away from me, don't be alarmed or surprised. You live in a world that has been rigged to distract you. Each time you plow your way through the massive distractions to communicate with me, you achieve a victory. Rejoice in these tiny triumphs, and they will increasingly light up your days. She references Romans chapter 8, verses 33 and 34, and Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14 through 16. So we're going to turn to those. I'm still learning. Let's see, I'm pretty sure Romans is back here. There's so many tabs, you can't help but let them overlap, but here, I'm going to save some time. Romans. Yeah, I knew we were close by somewhere. Chapter 8, verse 33 and 34. Who is he that condemneth? It is Christ that died, yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of God, who also maketh intercession for us. Oh, I should have started at 33. Oh, it's 3:33 on the timer. All right, that was 34. 33, who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? Is it God that justifieth? Who is he that condemneth? It is Christ that died, yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even the right hand of God, who also maketh intercession for us. 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? 36. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. And that's true. If you look at all the things that are happening in the world today, that's crazy, because I was just thinking about that this morning. A lot of us, we try so hard to eat healthy, to drink healthy, to live healthy, to better ourselves. And it's like everywhere you turn, you just don't stand a chance. Between the distractions of this world and all the things that they're doing to us on so many different levels, every day is a battle. You have to go out in that armor every day. And even then, you know, especially like the stuff that they're doing with our food and our water. They've been poisoning our water ever since I've been alive. Do you know that there are over 2,000 different chemicals in the public water supply? Do you realize that that's the same number of chemicals, and a lot of the chemicals are the same that they put in cigarettes? So it's like everywhere you turn, they're trying to poison us. Whether it's literally, mentally, spiritually, they're poisoning us. And, you know, I can speak a lot, I can give a lot of examples, but in reality, my life is an example. You know, for a long time, I was what I considered a lukewarm Christian. I believed, you know, I did my daily devotional to myself. I didn't do them on camera like this, but that was pretty much it. You know, and I was doing a lot of things in my life at that time, and entertaining a lot of people that were not, their trajectory wasn't the same direction as mine. You know, it hurts my heart to see people that don't desire better. And it hurts my heart because I can't be around those people. You know, it hurts my heart to think about that I used to be one of those people. And for different people, it comes from for different reasons. But I believe that for a lot of us, it's due to different traumas that we've experienced throughout our lives. You know, they make us not have confidence in ourselves. We don't believe that we're worthy. We don't feel loved. We don't feel valued. We don't feel appreciated. We feel confused. We feel lack. We feel, you know, it's like it's always an uphill battle. Because it is. It's now more than ever. And, you know, once I started waking up and realizing all these things, you know, I guess you can say I've kind of always been against the man. You know, that's such a like old school phrase, but I've always been that type of person. But even back then, though I was that type of person, I didn't realize how deep it went. And in a physical way, yeah, it's scary. Because we never really know what's going to happen next. And they have set this system up in a way to where you can't even go to fellow believers for help anymore. Because a lot of them are corrupted. You have a lot of churches that are out there just to get money. Just for a tax write-off. Just for, you know, clout. They say they're helping the community when they're really not. They say that, you know, they're doing all these things. And, you know, I brought it up a while back, and I'm going to bring it up again. A true man of God, like a preacher, a church leader, a whatever, like, if you can't even trust that person, then that's not a true man of God. In a lot of churches that I've been to, they preach and they preach and they preach and they preach, but their actions don't line up with their words. And I mean, that's the community in a whole. But, there are a lot of us out here that are real and we want real. And, you know, uh, when we see that the people, places, and things that should be proud of being authentic, and we see that they're not, it's very disheartening. It's very discouraging. It's, something that anytime I go to town or I'm really out on the road and I see all these empty churches, buildings literally just sitting around and rotting, when there's literally a community of homeless people in every town that you go to. Why are those buildings empty? Why don't those people at least have a safe place to sleep at night? Because people are greedy. People are selfish. And they would literally rather let that building rot than to donate it to a community or to start, some kind of rescue mission or something, 1111 on the timer. That is my dream, is to be able to do that. And it just, excuse me. Just the other night on my way home from Bible study, we were talking about it. And I know that's why I went through the things that I went through. That's why I'm going through the things that I'm going through, is so that I can see the need. I would have never known if I would have went down the path like that. If I would have ended up like my mother, I would have never seen that need. And I have the heart to fill that need. And it literally makes my heart fall into my stomach when I see all these empty houses, these abandoned properties, these churches, these perfectly good buildings. Plenty of people that could donate just a little bit of time. Sorry, that was a spam call. That's the only that's the only phone calls I ever get are spam calls. Nobody ever calls me. Anyways, because I had to walk away from those kind of people. The people that I was spending my time around were not on the same path that I was on. They were the people that showed me the need. Showed me what people need. And lo and behold, it's the same thing that we all need. Just somebody to care. Somebody to lend a helping hand and say, I don't expect anything from you in return. I just want to help you get better. Whatever that get better means. Some people it's spiritually. Some people it's physically. They physically need help. Some people it's material things that they need. It's assistance of some kind that 1331 on the timer, that they need to be able to succeed. And unfortunately, people's dreams are trampled on and shit on every day by people that claim to be people of God. He tells us not to turn away a stranger. We're supposed to feed our enemies. It's not up to us to judge and to determine whether somebody deserves the help or not. And for generations, that's what's been happening. People think it's their place to decide when and how people get blessed. And I tell you what, especially over the last couple of years since I've went on the road, and, before, that came to an abrupt stop, getting robbed and getting your vehicle sabotaged, you'll do that pretty quick. But that being said, I know that I'm going through the things that I'm going through because I'm the person, I am a person that wants to change that. To God be the glory. As always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any way possible that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed. Find peace.